right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. Thanks for watching Common Sense Fishing. So me and Mike here, we're out at Lake Eastman. I'm a burnout. We're out at Lake McClure. What a dumbass. I don't know, I was just thinking about Eastman. We were talking with a fellow angler there at the ramp about Eastman. Anyways, so we're at Lake McClure and we're going to try to get on some bass. We're going to be throwing spinner baits, crankbaits, topwater, jigs, LVs, and if we have to, you know, we'll throw a drop shot or a Ned rig or whatever, but hopefully not. So follow along, let's have some fun, and see you guys on the first fish. All right, we're going to check in on this spot right quick here, back of a creek. Little bit of water coming in, if you guys can hear it and see it. We're going to slow roll spinner bait. I'm probably going to throw a jig or some bottom bouncing stuff in there before we move on to the next spot. We'll see if we can get anything out of here. So I'm going to spot lock us in the middle here, and then what I'm going to do is cast into that. I'm going to throw, I've been throwing a spinner bait, so I'm going to chuck a spinner bait a couple more times, slow roll it down, and then I'm going to throw like a jig or something comparable in there. We'll see if we can get something. All right, our next spot here is going to be a main lake point with some you know, a little mud line and all that. We're going to throw a spinner bait, LV 500, jig, stuff like that. And then we're going to head down this shoreline and fish some of the steeper stuff heading up towards Bagby and all that. So wish us luck. I just got a feeling I might get bite right here. This just looks like too good a spot. Let's see what happens here. Man, this just looks too nice. Look at this. If you're wondering where we're at, we're down here at Bagby. Oh, you got a snagula, huh? Got it out? Oh man, because I got bit twice right here. I was turned everyone on thinking I was gonna get bit again.
You got 2 bites?
Oh yeah, I got bit once going the one way and then bit once going right before I turned the GoPro on. Yeah, I had a second bite. I missed one. It cracked me good too. Little shizer.
Would you go hike back there? Right?
Alright, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna get
out. You go follow it to the edge.
Yeah, well, I got the GoPro on. I just turned it on. Thinking there might be something in here. Yeah. A lot of shade, a lot of rocks. Oh no. On a spinner bait. Yeah. A little spotted bass with some shoulders on them. A quick release. With some shoulders, but the second it hit the water, that guy went to town on it. Oh, largemouth, little guy. But the second it hit the water, he went to town on it. He destroyed it. So I think that crankbait would work good. Spinnerbait too, spinnerbait, crankbait, either of them. That thing, I didn't even get a chance. I just went to start turning it and he already, wham! He just destroyed it, yeah. 3 or 4 feet from shore. Yeah, right next to the rocks and stuff. right next to a rock. Yeah. I can see the rock that he came off of. I got a snag, and I said, got him, got him. There, it's a spotted bass.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Oh,
damn.
Tried to horse him.
Tried to boat flip him. Well, don't have a.
Good one.
That was a good one. That was like a 2.5 plus spotted bass right there. Yep, definitely was a nice fish. You guys recognize the spot? Get the net. It's a double digit. This is where I caught one of my double digits right off that big rock right there. Just cast it up with a jig, felt a little thunk. Boom, big girl. Well, you guys see me lose a few today. I'm not using the net to try to land them. I'm not fighting them. I mean, if it's a 10, you know, if it's a big fish, of course. But with these little spotted bass, I'm just, they get in or they don't. I'm not concerned about it, whatever, you know. I'm just hoping to catch me a monster. So we're throwing a jig back at the same place around the same time of year that I caught my big girl. So let's go. Look at that. There's fish feeding right now, bro. What do you mean, what's going on? You never seen feeding fish before?
What's happening?
What's happening?
What are we eating?
Bait. They're cracking right now. I'm gonna come down the shoreline with a spinner bait, then we'll go back to it with a jig. I had like what, 2 casts, 2 bites right here. As soon as we got here, till 10-pounder point, it was on. These fish started biting. Whoa, whoopsie! You guys didn't see that, did you? Pay no attention. You get closer to the shore here to use this. Oh God, I thought you had a fish. Oh, right, this spinner bait can get snagged too, just as easy. Okay. Doesn't happen often, but sometimes this thing will pay off and there'll be a big one will come out of these rocks. You gotta real quick, as soon as that shit hits, you gotta close the bell and reel. You don't gotta real quick once you're in the water, just real quick if you hit a rock or when you're right next to it so you don't get snagged. There you go, now you can slow roll. I lost a big one here with Jeremy. like a month ago, 2 months ago, I don't know. Yep, actually right up against these rocks when the water was higher. It was up against those big ones. He dug me into this little pit right here that you see, this little circle of rocks, and popped right off.
Crankbait, same thing, huh?
Yeah. There's a lot of snags here, especially in the middle. There's trees, all kinds of shit. Oh no, this is Snag Central, bro. I try warning you. There are fish in the middle, and there are fish to be pulled out too. It's you want to use something like a Texas rig usually, something that you, or a weedless that you can crawl through some wood, because there's lots of wood down there. An open hook lure is just asking for trouble right here, but it works. So I've caught fish here. So has Johnny. We've used open hook lures here before and did pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. No. Mm-hmm. There's nothing coming in though. You'd hear it. It roars when it's. Oh, it's awesome. You sit in here with spinner baits and crankbaits or jigs and drop shots and shit, and just fucking fish. Pick out fish in a barrel. There'll be 100 of them just sitting in there, just catch them one after another. So dope. There is some water coming in, not much. You can hear it actually. Well, that's why I was hoping there might be something feeding back up in here that'll want to hit. Big one too, you know. I want a big girl, cause they're here, dude. They'll be shit like that on lures like spinner baits and jigs and fucking, you know what I mean, swim baits and top water and jerk baits and crank baits. Yeah, it's usually when I get my big girls. I don't very often hook into something over 5 pounds on like a drop shot. I have, but I'm just saying it's very rare. Hear the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, bottom bouncers do work in this area. There's not that many trees here. There are more in that area. Yeah, bottom bouncer works here for sure. If they're here and they're not hitting my spinnerbait, they should hit like a jig or a Texas rig or something. They're here, or even a drop shot. Drop shots work here. They sure do. Yeah, but you know what? Females are big fish, and they like peanuts. I mean peanuts. I mean, you know what I mean. So that counts. It's just a piddle coming in right there, see? So sometimes, like right up in that little hole, there could be 4 or 5 fish just sitting there facing into that water, waiting for lizards or things to come down, you know, waiting for some bait fish to move up. And well, no, fish are in the water, but yeah, some animal, some small animal, some fucking, you know, whatever have you. Yep. I just want one that's hungry and that's going to eat this spinnerbait. Oh yeah. There's big ass giganto rocks underneath us everywhere right here. So it's 4 feet? Yeah, I figured. You can see the rocks right there. Yeah. If you want to try shallow, well, here we are. You know what I mean? Did you? Oh yeah, this is how they come out right here. When I get a good amount, little holes like, no, little things like this. Like this hole, when it's filled up, is the one I pulled like 50 fish out of, was right there. Out of just that hole. You got a snag, huh? Did you really? No, no way. I'm gonna try a little trick. Watch this. You ready? One cast and then I'll come get your shit out.
Oh, your night is just having fun. You see if you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the camera on.
Should have been a fish right there, you know what I mean? There ain't nothing back here.